Welcome, family, to another session of Dissected Souls Epiphany. And today's topic is HR 6666. To start off the understanding and to know exactly what we're talking about, I'm going to give you what is the explanation for HR 6666. It says on the government website that it's for testing, which is considered the Trace Act. HR 6666, COVID-19 testing, reaching and contacting everyone Act, or short for TRACE, testing, reaching, and contacting everyone Act. To authorize the Secretary of Health and Human Services to award grants to eligible entities to conduct diagnostic testing for COVID-19 and related activities such as contacting tracing through mobile health units and as necessary at individual residences and other purposes. Now, to comment on that particular explanation of what is HR 666, looking at the government website, the majority of these entities that will receive this grant or money for these services are religious organizations. Imagine that, family. The religious organizations are going to receive government money to do the government testing and to come in your home and remove those they consider to have COVID-19 for what they state as dignified and respectful isolation. In my opinion, this sounds like the Gestapo of Nazi Germany. This is a contradiction of what we think freedom and democracy is. But think of that. Many of us wondered why the church aligned themselves with this government. Now we're going to find out. They received those vouchers for the schools to eliminate public education and try to have them receive government vouchers so that the religious and Catholic schools can get your funding to have your kids go there. It's all about indoctrination, family. This goes back to what we talk about on a daily basis. Cognitive thinking. Having vision to see the future. And your daily decisions on what you believe. This is deep, family. We've all grown up in the church. We have all grown up in the church at one time or another and have heard the term, the mark of the beast.
The mark of the beast.
And that mark of the beast was said to be the three numerals 666. But we forget that this new matrix family is on steroids, so there is an extra 6 there for the potency beyond what you believe. In Revelations, it states that the world will be marked with the mark of the beast, though we know that the chip is being passed around now. But this gives the government the right to separate you from your children, your wife from your husband, cousins, grandparents, any individual they see as a potential threat or that they assume has the COVID-19 virus, to just remove them from their residence. America, what administration are we in? What time period is this? The frequencies are off, the vibrations are going radical, and many of us don't know what to do. We're waiting for the other shoe to drop. This is serious. Many of you don't understand the impact this would have on the neighborhood, on cities, and on countries. Because some of the people living here are from other countries. This will give them an opportunity to select exactly who they want to remove from your household. This is similar to the Gestapo and the SS of World War II. Many are stating that the initiators of this new bill is Bill Gates and the WHO, including Michael J. Ryan, which is the director of the World Health Organization. And at this point, many people are not using their cognitive thinking, and they're starting to think emotionally. This is part of a larger machine that is involved with the new matrix, the more powerful matrix, the matrix on steroids. And I said a while ago that we need to start participating in the machine. Everything with a brand name is part of the machine. We're feeding it. Get off the machine. And to explain that in detail, this means don't participate in a lot of what group activities are being done. Don't give your money to these large organizations. Participate in local organizations. Buy from local mom and pop stores. We fall in love too much with the pleasures and fears of this current society, this constructed world that we live in. And we are feeding the beast to make it bigger and stronger. And now it's at our door. And to reiterate what I've been mentioning from the beginning is that we need to live in love. We need to live as a tribal family, and we need to live as a village, because each one of us will need each other. The bickering must stop. The competition must stop, because this capitalistic society thrives on competition, putting one against the other. I will not participate in that anymore, putting myself against anyone. I love all my brothers. I love all my sisters. Each one is great and unique in their own way. Inside each of us is a universe that no one can go deep enough in to explore. But we must love each other from day one. We are now living in a world of chaos, and that chaos will consume you if you're not at peace within yourself. And many of us talk about our vibrations. We must be at the top level of happiness with our vibrations and not holding any heavy negative emotions within us. The one thing every one of us have is the powers that are given to us and don't cost a thing. And those powers of positivity can be used to everyone you meet. Happiness, joy, enthusiasm, smiling. These cost nothing. And that togetherness feeling is priceless. Universes collide, but no one is hurt, because each one of us is a universe of joy and happiness and pleasure. There is no need to bring chaos. There is no need to bring negativity. Positivity is the way to go with love. At this juncture, you will start to see the positive and negative forces colliding, in which you will see those who spin out of control become an emotional wreck. You will start to see emotional expressions that you've never seen before on TV and commercials, in movies, in music videos, and people on the street. Things will change. You must be that stability and balance in your universe, coupled with those around you who are also in like mind with a balanced universe. It creates a gravitation of stability. Everything around you right now is trying to get you to choose this or that, and you don't have to choose. We are all neutral beings. All of us are part of one another. Many are choosing conservative, many are choosing liberal. But I can honestly say, part of me has some conservative values, and part of me have some liberal values. I am neutral. I am balanced. When something is spinning in a perfect spiral, there is complete balance. But if you add a weight on the outside of that spinning item, it will begin to wobble. And this is where we are. We must center ourselves. Right now we have two extreme sides of everything. If you notice our nation, at one time, they was against the face covering of our Muslim Americans. But now, everyone is covering their face. At one time, we didn't want Mexicans crossing the border. Now, no one wants to cross our borders. Times have flipped. At one time, we was the envy of the world. Now, we are the joke of the world. At one time, we was the trendsetters, the leaders. And now no one wants to follow us. I would like to greet in love and empower to all our family members around the world, whether you're in South America, Africa, the European nations, Middle East, and the America. We are at a point to where we are to face each other, and we need each other, because there are forces that are looking to rip us apart. We are at the point around the world where we need to start making noise against this action. The time of fighting each other is not progressive anymore. It is not constructive. Right now, we are looking to fight for our lives with this new HR 6666. It is a great time to become conscious, family, to look towards your future, have vision to where you want to be, and make plans toward that future to meet your destiny. This is not a time to recoil, argue, and fight. Those days are past. We are at the point where we need each other, because we all face this HR 6666, in which they are implementing or proposing a bill to the U.S. Congress to be able to enter our homes and snatch our loved ones at will, because they perceive or assume that they have this COVID-19. We must unite as a people, because we have no one else. Everything else has failed us. The society we lived in, the government that we all love, the freedoms that we have are all threatened at this point. So speak to everyone you know about this HR 6666, because these actions have already started in motion. So we must put up vibrations and raise our frequencies to combat and challenge these new actions that are looking to separate us. Thank you for listening. And to our new members, welcome to the Taseti Kingdom. I seek righteousness, I see righteousness, and I be righteousness. We are the roots of the tree. Love, peace, and power